Computer.
What headphones at?
Facebook. What's up?
What's popping, Facebook?
What's happening?
How y'all doing?
It's so long. I got a deeper voice now. A little stuffier.
Word, what's good, Facebook? How y'all living, man?
Don't forget to do super bonus chat, donations. Just kidding. Please stop. No donations at all. Ugh.
Hello, and welcome to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Tuesday Buzz, and I'm your host, Cam Martin. And Thanos came in and wiped away the entire Tuesday crew because Isaiah is feeling unwell and Lana is in the cut, just chilling. So yeah, Thanos said, "Hey, what's good, Tuesday Buzz? Goodbye." So I'm the lone survivor here.
Slowly fading away into a dust particle is me. Very sad. It's been nice knowing everyone, and it's been really hard. No, I'm kidding.
Isaiah says, Mr. Martin, I don't feel too well.
I don't feel too good. Yo, Cam, what we got on schedule for today, man?
Oh, well, we got the usual suspects. We got some things about gas.
Yeah.
A wildfire going on in Jersey.
Yeah.
And New York has some things going on. So
yeah.
But before we get into any of that, Lana, let's go with the newscast, cousin.
Of course. In national news, President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are set to visit a Washington, D.C. vaccine clinic today that is offering COVID-19 vaccines to children under 5. This follows the FDA's authorization of the Moderna vaccine for ages 6 months through 17 years, as well as the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for kids 6 months to 4 years old. Today is a monumental step forward in our nation's fight against the virus, with virtually every American now eligible for protections that COVID-19 vaccines provide, wrote the president. For parents all over the country, this is a day of relief and celebration. The president is also set to deliver a speech at the White House later today on COVID vaccines for kids. In state news, Governor Murphy was furious yesterday when hundreds of NJ Transit engineers called out sick this weekend amidst ongoing labor dispute, causing delays and cancellations. 7 train lines were suspended service on Friday night due to lack of engineers. It wasn't a cold, snowy Tuesday in January, said the governor. These guys did this knowing it was Friday in the summer on a holiday weekend, trashing people's either work commute or personal holiday plans. Completely despicable. A federal judge ordered all the workers back to work on Sunday and barred the union from planning work stoppings in the future. In local news, Montclair Public Library is exhibiting Ukrainian art and culture in their month-long exhibit called Ukrainian Roots, Art from Diaspora. Ukrainian Roots features work from Americans with Ukrainian background, as well as a Ukrainian citizen, Ivan Bartko, who is now living in New Jersey. Their art is well crafted and is so their sense of who they are as Ukrainians and Ukrainian Americans, and with how their art is influenced by their Ukrainian background, stated the exhibit's curator. It will be on display to the public from June 1st to the 30th. And for the weather today, it is currently 65 degrees with a high of 82 and a low of 57, with the humidity level at 57% and good air quality at 41. It is, however, set to rain later today.
Disgusting.
And I got work later today when it rains.
I'm staying inside all day, Cam. How you like that? I'm gonna lay down and recover all day.
Must be nice to you.
Very quickly though, Cam. That NJ Transit thing was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw like the videos online, but the waiting area in what is that place called? Penn Station. It was so filled and like literally no one could move at all as they're just waiting for the next train to come.
Oh, consistent. One of my boys, he works in the city. Like he commutes and works in the city, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying that he got home around like 9:30 last night.
I'm sure because it looked very just so bizarre, so crazy that there's that many people waiting there. And we are still, I guess, in a pandemic, I guess, but that's definitely not somewhere you want to be, especially coming off of that time period we were just in.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I guess they're trying to get more money as workers. Not sure.
That's not the best way to go about it though. But
No, because you're messing with a lot of people's money, a lot of people's time.
And you're risking a lot of people as well.
You're risking the health of people as well. So I don't
man.
know.
Anyway,
hey, Cam, what about you like sports, man?
Oh, I'm the sports director. Of course, little sports. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna fill you in on what's been going on.
What's been happening?
So we'll start off with the top story of the day, which is the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche battled in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. It was a tightly contested game after the first period, with the score being 2-1 in favor of the Avalanche. But then the defending champs put on a show, scoring 4 goals in the second period, and the Avalanche just scored 1. And the final score, Tampa Bay 6, Colorado 2, and the Colorado Avalanche lead the series 2-1. Kyrie Irving, who has a June 29th deadline on his $36.9 million player option for the next season, is coming up. But conversations about Irving's future have gone stagnant between him and the Nets. And if the two can't come to terms, that clears the way for the 7-time All-Star to consider the open marketplace. Some of the frontrunners are the Lakers, the Knicks, and the Clippers. And the Phoenix Suns are hiring Morgan Cato as our assistant general manager and vice president of basketball operations, and that makes her one of the league's highest-ranking women in front office. Cato will also be becoming the first woman of color to hold the title of assistant GM and report to GM James Jones and work with coach Monty Williams on several fronts, including leadership and strategy related to coaching development, player engagement, and front office personnel operations. And in the NFL, because NFL is king in this country, Chase Claypool made an appearance on the latest episode of I Am Athlete podcast and told hosts Brandon Marshall, LaShawn McCoy, and Adam Pac-Man Jones just how confident he is in his ability. And he had this interesting quote. And just like you said, understanding I'm not normal. I feel like the way I'm on the field, I know for a fact I'm not like the rest of the guys in the NFL. I know I'm a top 5 receiver. I know I'm a top 3 receiver. And that is a nice daily roundup of sports for you.
So a few things. One, the Kyrie Irving thing. Kyrie to the Lakers might be that's the one thing I see. That's my crystal ball. Kyrie to the Lakers, going back to play with LeBron for see what happens. See if he can get another ring, because Kyrie leaving LeBron was the worst thing that happened to him.
Absolutely.
And I think if LeBron gets Kyrie back, you have another threat. This past season was just wow.
Yeah. They'll have to get rid of Russ, I would imagine.
Yeah, 1,000%. Send Russ into a package to, I don't know. My best friend's the basketball guy, so we'll see.
I saw a funny thing on Twitter. It was like they have to send Russ for Kyrie, so it's Russ and KD back on the same team, and then Kyrie and LeBron. That'd be hilarious.
What a time that would be.
Also, absolutely.
Chase Claypool, that right there, I have no issue with what he said.
Yeah, I mean, I like the confidence, man. Believe in yourself.
Like I have been getting tagged all day saying like, "Oh, your guy's crazy. Your guy's a fool." I'm like, why are you going to get after a man's confidence? Like, what's wrong with that?
Right?
If I say I'm the best, I believe in myself. I have the potential to be the best. I have the ceiling to be the best. Don't rain on my parade just because you don't have the confidence in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have
Tell
a
him, Cam.
I have
Tell
a
him.
but I can't. I don't think I have enough time to find it. But it's basically saying like, don't. Oh, it's a Nick Saban quote. That's what it is. I have it somewhere. It's this Nick Saban quote that says, mediocre people hate high achievers, and high achievers hate mediocre people. Nick Saban. Mm. If you have the confidence to be a high achiever, don't worry about what the mediocre people say. If you want people to swoop down your level, nah, forget that. Scram.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What else we got, Cam?
So I'm gonna say this. I don't know about you, but I drive everywhere.
Same.
This past weekend, I went to Hillsborough. Actually, this past weekend, I went home. Then I went to Hillsborough.
Hillsborough doesn't sound real.
I filled up. It's in Somerset County. Lana, you were saying?
Oh no, I was just asking where that was. I'm North Jersey native. I don't know where anything is.
It's in Somerset County. It's a little south of Flemington.
Flemington?
Pretend I know where that is.
Okay, so
what is Flemington,
okay,
Cam?
so
what is happening?
Whatever. Anyway.
None of these places are real. You just said 3 things that don't exist.
You guys don't drive enough to throughout states. But
I don't want to go into South Jersey for on purpose reasons.
I went to a graduation, filled my tank up, got stuck in 2-hour traffic, a 2-hour drive. I didn't get back to like 11 o'clock. And my gas just got absolutely erased. So I went to go fill up my tank. And I said, man, this gas get out of hand. Who sent me money? Someone sent me money. No, someone did not. Anyway, gas get out of hand. And it's crazy. President Joe Biden said Monday that he will decide by the end of the week whether he would support federal gasoline tax holiday, possibly saving U.S. customers as much as 18 cents a gallon, 18.4 cents a gallon. He told reporters, "Yes, I am considering it. I hope to have a decision based on the data. I am looking for it by the end of the week." The administration is increasingly looking for ways to spare the public from higher prices at the pump, which began to climb last year and surged after Russia invaded Ukraine in February. According to AAA, gas prices nationwide are averaging just under $5 a gallon. Biden said members of his team were to meet this week with CEOs of the major oil companies to discuss rising gas prices. Biden has been firm with oil companies, saying they are making excessive profits when people are feeling the crunch of skyrocketing costs at the pump and inflation. The Biden administration has already released oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve and increased ethanol blending for the summer, in addition to sending a letter last week to the oil refineries, urging them to increase their refining capacity. Despite the efforts, our pockets are still begging for forgiveness at the price of gas and continues to increase as the days go by. The administration is now considering a gas tax holiday. Taxes on gasoline and diesel help to pay for highways. The Penn Wharton budget model released estimates Wednesday showing that consumers saved at the pump because of the gas tax holiday in Connecticut, Georgia, and Maryland. Majority of the savings went to consumers instead of the service stations and others in the energy sector. What is this gas pump holiday? And how do I get a part of it? I need to save some coin in my pocket.
So pretty much it's like they tax like diesel and gas, and it's made to fund highways in a sense. And somehow I couldn't really figure out exactly, but somehow that is able to reduce the cost of gases in general. And it seemed to have worked for those states that they mentioned. But there's a lot of pushback from other officials because they don't see that actually being a real long-term solution. And that's on both sides. Both Democrats and Republicans have similar thoughts on this, where it's kind of split, where some people see it as a temporary solution and others see why bother if it's not really gonna do much for us in the long run.
Did you just say something that Democrats and Republicans both agree on? Oh my
I wouldn't say exactly agree on, but
you know what I mean. But to an extent, you know what I mean.
I'd say, yeah, to an extent, there is some agreement within this.
Oh my goodness.
Idea. But I think, it's interesting to see what kind of solutions they try to come up with. But yeah, it's definitely, I feel like there just needs to be harsher pushback towards the oil companies in general, and not just think of these tricky ways to save us money. It should just be go to these oil companies, tell them what's up, and this is what's gonna happen.
Because
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like no matter which way you look at it, gas it's not gonna go down. And it's the CEOs of these oil companies are sitting there with their pockets just like, oh man, we chilling, big ball,
bigger than ever at this point.
While the rest, like you see the rest of the American people are sitting there suffering. They don't care. They're heartless. Mm-hmm. Listen, money talks. That's the thing. Money talks. So like, if you aren't gonna look out for your fellow Americans, even though a lot of those oil companies, the American oil companies that President Biden was talking to, I assume.
I would assume so, yeah.
Most likely.
So you're not gonna look out for your fellow Americans, but you're gonna be sitting there like trying to profit off them as much as possible.
Wait, Cam. You're telling me a fellow American in this country wouldn't look out for the best interests of other fellow Americans? That's absurd. You, sir, you're crazy.
Hey, man, listen. We are the United States. United States.
Since
United States. According to that document we signed back in 1776, we have been the United States. When have we last been united? I think since before Lana was born. 2 months after I was born, which was September of 2001. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, wow.
I think that was the last time we actually all were one nation. And it's sad because that was over 20 years ago. It'll be 21 years this September.
You know what's crazy? You know what immediately happened after that event?
What happened?
Is we became very ununited by targeting the Muslim community.
That's also very true.
Yeah, so I don't know if I could point to that time as being a time that everyone was truly united.
That's true,
because it brought out a lot of bad things as well.
Yes, I can't even say World War II because the Japanese American community got.
Yeah, I mean, also, just in general, that was not a good time for peace anywhere.
Exactly, the 60s were way too out of the question.
Why is that, Cam?
Oh, because
let's go down memory road.
Still, like, listen.
Every traumatizing event that's happened in U.S. history.
So the United States haven't been much united in almost 220. No, I'm doing math. what years? 256 years coming up on 250. Yeah, 256 years coming up. So
what was 256 years ago?
246 years. My math was off.
246. What was that?
Oh, when we signed that declaration.
Got it.
Yeah,
got
that.
It. Shout out to that day. Stellar day. I think we're just gonna have to watch the tape and see how we can improve. Get better as a united country.
Get better. We gotta become better. Look out for the people.
Absolutely. You know who actually is might be looking out for people though, Cam?
Who?
New York,
as in New York, up
yes, on Neighbors
across the pond, New York.
Across the pond, New York's governor signed a law Monday intended to prevent local officials. Okay, I got to stop before I stop reading correctly. To prevent local officials from enacting rules that might suppress people's voting rights because of their race. The John R. Lewis Voting Rights Act, named after the late civil rights activist who represented Georgia in the U.S. House, makes New York one of the first states to bring back a version of a process known as pre-clearance that was ended by a landmark Supreme Court decision in 2013. Under the Federal Voting Rights Act of 1965, states and counties with a record of suppressing the rights of Black voters once had to seek U.S. Justice Department approval before changing voting rules. The court's ending of the practice on the grounds that federal oversight was no longer needed helped clear the way for multiple states to enact new rules around voting in recent years. Now, local governments or school districts with a record of discrimination in New York must gain approval from the state officials in order to pass certain voting policies. Governor Kathy Hochul said this at the bill signing ceremony in Brooklyn, quote, "We're going to change our election laws so we're no longer hurt minority communities. I am so proud to be here to sign this landmark legislation. No state in the nation has stood up with the courage and conviction and power we have by protecting these important rights," end quote. Now, this is really great, I think, because I've heard like a lot of things in general over like the past two elections where governments have gone out of their way to make a lot harder for people of color to vote in certain areas. And by doing this in New York, especially considering New York is a very diverse state.
Yes, the diversity in New York State itself. And then you look at the hub of New York, aka New York City. The diversity in New York City itself. Literally
everywhere. As soon as you enter New York, you can just see how diverse it is.
You enter New York, you got a new town.
So I think this is a really great thing, and I'm interested to see if any other states follow suit and kind of enact these own laws. I can't imagine that places like Ohio or places like from down south will follow these. But I would figure like things like New Jersey or California or other states like that, for the most part, will probably end up enacting laws similar to this in some sense.
I'd imagine New Jersey would follow suit because we have our own issues to deal with, so we can't really put these things kind of on the front. We put a lot of these things in the back burner. So I think that having New Jersey, New Jersey would definitely follow suit. California, they're probably going to try to be the first ones on the west side. So
West side.
west
Yeah, but that's
side.
great though. Protect your votes because that's very important, especially where what is
Hey.
it? 2 years from now, we're getting another election.
Exactly. Hey,
So
hey,
make
hey,
sure
hey,
to keep updated on everything going on.
hey, people died for this. People died. People died to vote.
This
People
is
died
true.
for that.
It's pretty important, y'all. And as you can tell, these past like 6 years,
It's been crazy.
it's been a lot of people questioning their votes. A lot of people thinking about should I have done something different. And that it comes. Listen, your vote is very important. Get to your voting booths at the next elections, whether it's local or for the entire country. Make sure to get your vote out there.
I'm gonna throw back a little historical context. In 1876, Rutherford B. Hayes won an election by 1 vote. He was the president for the next 4 years.
Wow.
So,
you know what's even crazier? They made a movie pretty much about that, and I forget what it was called, but it was a very bad movie.
Did they actually?
I think so.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Maybe it's the Cygnus. Who knows? But yeah,
that's hilarious.
Shout out to New York and Rutherford Hayes. Is that who it was?
Yeah, Rutherford B. Hayes.
What president was he, Cam?
Number 19.
See, why you know the weirdest things, Cam?
I do.
History buff or something? Because I feel like I learn a lot from history from you.
I am. I butchered up his historical fact last night. South Carolina was the first to secede, not Virginia, but Virginia was the capital of the Confederacy. The reason why I brought that up, yeah, actually, that's not important why I brought it up, but that's not the point. Probably take a break, shall we?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hey there, Montclair students.
And welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Isaiah, you good, G?
Yeah, I just want to say congrats, Cam. It's a great way to wake up these days.
I cannot say it on air. That's
I don't know. Hey man, big W for Cam.
I was so confused when I woke up this morning.
Who is this?
Lana,
That's
I
great.
will
Wow.
tell you about it another time.
We'll do
If
next
you want,
week live in studio.
Yes, exactly. So
Good Lord.
you're muted. I can't hear you.
What?
Can't wait to hear it. Oh,
Hey,
man.
we got story 3 coming
Story
up.
number
Right?
3. Okay, so boom, right. It's the largest wildfire in the state's history in 15 years. So firefighters continue to battle the massive forest fire in Wharton State Forest that has at one point has grown to 11,000 acres. As of now, the fire is at 7,200 acres and 45% contained. The New Jersey Forest Fire Service said the backfiring operation will continue to help contain the blaze from the Pine Barrens, which is burning in Washington, Shamoog, Hamilton, and Mullica Townships in South Jersey. Greg McLaughlin, the chief of NJ Forest Fire Services, on Monday afternoon press conference said that the fire could consume as much as 15,000 acres before it is fully under control. No one is hurt at the time. 50 residents who aren't residents have been evacuated from the area. 2 roads remain closed. Route 206 from Chew Road to Alston Road and Route 542 from Greenbank Road to Columbia Road. The fire cause remains under investigation, though natural causes have been ruled out. Department of Environmental Protection Commissioner Sean Latour said, "We can be looking at the largest forest fire in New Jersey in 15 years. The last fire that was at least 15,000 acres was in 2007, a blaze that consumed 17,000 acres of woods in Southern Ocean and Burlington counties. It also caused thousands of residents to evacuate."
That's crazy.
That actually is near me. True story.
Another fake area. That's crazy.
Wow.
No, I'm surprised. I don't really hear many like forest fires that happen in New Jersey, but it's also very interesting that natural causes have been ruled out for this forest fire.
Well, you gotta think because New Jersey is far from dry.
Yeah.
Like first off, you got the ocean on that side. On top of that, just the amount of moisture that's in the air anyway. I mean, when it's humid, it ain't dry humid. It ain't dry humidity when it's humid.
Yeah.
So I could understand why natural causes are ruled out because that's not like New Jersey at all.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, who's lighting fires in like a forest, you know?
I'm from South Jersey.
Oh, that's what you guys do?
That happens pretty frequently.
You just be lighting things on fire?
Oh, listen. If there's an open field that I've seen it with my own eyes. If it's an open field, boom. They try to do that. Because what else is there to do when you're around wooded areas?
I don't know.
walk through the wooded area, enjoy it, not
That's
set
true.
fire.
Forget that.
What?
Not to
Cameron,
set
you
on
set
fire.
things on fire?
No, what? No, I'm not an arsonist.
I don't
not.
believe that.
I'm
Have
not.
a fireplace in your house that you could set fire in there.
Yeah, we got people have fire pits are popular down there. They be popping down south.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know why we
man,
got to be setting things on fire, causing the largest wildfire in 15 years.
Yeah, that's just
That's
wild.
just ridiculous. What are we doing, man? What are we doing, South Jersey? Be better.
Now, of course, this is all speculation. I'm not gonna say that's the cause. It's all speculation. But
We don't know the cause yet.
That's I honestly think that's likely.
I would imagine there's some annoying, I'm gonna guess it's annoying 16-year-old. And he was very bored. Yeah.
You don't see that much in South Jersey. I'm not gonna lie. It's honestly, like I said, I'm not gonna speculate anything, but it's just a group of kids. This is my speculation. What I say is not true. Do not quote me on this. I'm just emphasizing enough. This is my speculation.
I'm quoting him on it.
Don't you dare. Group of kids just said, all right, cool. Ooh, lighter. Ooh, lighter fluid. Ooh, fire. Boom. Oh no. That's my speculation. Like I said, do not quote me on it. I don't know.
I already quoted you on it, man. It's done. Putting
Dang.
it in the books.
Well, while I go deal with that, Lana, I have a question for you.
What's up?
So this week, I'll kick it back with Lana. What we got? What we got in store?
Well, first thing we got is Elvis, which comes out in theaters on Friday and is rated PG-13. The film explores the life and music of Elvis Presley, played by Austin Butler, seen through the prism of his complicated relationship with his enigmatic manager, Colonel Tom Parker, played by Tom Hanks. The story delves into a complex dynamic between Presley and Parker, spanning over 20 years, from Presley's rise to fame to his unprecedented stardom, against the backdrop of the evolving cultural landscape and loss of innocence in America. Central to that journey is one of the most significant and influential people in Elvis's life, Priscilla Presley, played by Olivia DeJonge.
That's Mama Presley, I assume. Is that Mama or is it wife Presley?
That's his wife.
You guys excited for that one?
I saw a trailer. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of fire.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've enjoyed a lot of biopics that have come out recently, so I think I would watch it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they touch, because a lot of the Elvis story isn't really complete unless they kind of talk about kind of how he stole a lot of music from Black people. So I'm interested to see if they're going to get into that at any point in time, because that's kind of very important to his rise, because without that music that he was borrowing, I guess, he wouldn't really be the same performer that he is. So interested to see where that goes. As you could tell, I'm not really too keen on Elvis and his fakeness, but we'll see.
Listen, just offended a lot of people there.
Hmm?
You might have just offended a lot of people with that comment, but oh well.
Someone had to tell him.
Truth hurts. Like Lizzo said, truth hurts.
You know what's crazy? I heard this funniest clip. Sorry, Lana, before we get to this next one. There's a show. They brought back the Iron Chef on Netflix. And this guy or this girl was talking about how Korea had like the best KFC or the best fried chicken in the whole world. And then the other guy, he's like, you know why that is? And he's like, because the GIs in World War II that were Black came to Korea and then had to teach them how to make fried chicken. And he like dropped the mic and then like stared at the camera. It was very funny. And she did not know how to respond to that. Hilarious clip. Anyways, what else we got?
Please send me that clip when you get a chance.
I'm gonna try to find it for you.
Actually, I want to see that too.
Just drop it in the chat.
I would play it, but I'm sure we would get copyrighted.
Oh, obvious reasons. Lana, what's up? What's next?
We got The Black Phone, which is also coming out in theaters on Friday and is rated R. Finney Shaw, a shy but clever 13-year-old boy, is abducted by a sadistic killer and trapped in a soundproof basement. Cam!
Oh, man.
Why?
I didn't do a thing.
Where screaming is of little use. When a disconnected phone on the wall begins to ring, Finney discovers that he can hear the voices of the killer's previous victims. And they are dead set on making sure that what happened to them doesn't happen to Finney.
That sounds boss. I can't say the word I want to say, but that sounds pretty boss.
I keep seeing like ads for this movie, and I think eventually, like maybe if it comes out in streaming, I would go see it. But I don't know. I'm trying to get myself to watch more horror movies. I'm a wimp.
You are a wimp, you said.
Yeah.
Hey man, we all have genres that we can't watch, and apparently it's horror movies for you. I've never heard of Finney Shaw though.
I've never heard this.
Is that his name in the movie, or is that his actual? Oh, that's his movie name. Got it. Yeah. That's why I've never heard of him. Funny. Interesting name choice as well.
Finney Shaw.
No, The Black Phone.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Crazy name actually.
Anyway.
All right, we got one more. This one's a weird one. Marcel the Shell.
Are you kidding me?
With shoes on.
Why is this a movie?
Why is that a title? What is the title?
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On comes out
That was a cartoon.
on Friday in theaters and is not currently rated.
What?
Once part of a sprawling community of shells, they now live alone as the sole survivors of a mysterious tragedy. But when a documentary filmmaker discovers them amongst the clutter of his Airbnb, the short film he posts online brings Marcel millions of passionate fans, as well as unprecedented dangers and a new hope at finding his long-lost family.
What is happening right now? Why is Marcel the Shell with Shoes On a movie?
This was actually a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like on TV or it was just like a YouTuber that made these videos. But oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it's real. That's crazy.
Isaiah,
I
have a request.
Yeah,
May I please share my screen?
absolutely. I will give you access. I will
Because
try to.
This is hilarious.
I think you should be able to.
Word. This is hilarious.
Let's see. Oh no, I'm scared to see. Yeah, that's Marcel with shoes on.
Is that quote to guess what I do for adventure? I hang glide on a Dorito.
No, that's the kind of videos that they made. That's crazy that this is a movie now.
His first short gained more than 32 million views.
They were popping.
To those listening right now, you can't see. Think of an actual a seashell with shoes on,
And one eye and a mouth for some reason.
That's literally what. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like it has Jenny Slate in it. Like she's a really big actress.
I'm just so confused on how this got like approved.
Marcel is voicing Jenny. Jenny Slate's voicing Marcel.
I just gotta say, congrats to I guess the original creator of this who started from YouTube and got a movie.
Listen, that's
like in theaters.
That's like, yeah, I was saying that's like the Annoying Orange, just one up them.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Hey, round of applause. And it's got good reviews too. It's got an 80% on Metacritic, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.8 on IMDb. I mean,
it's not.
It's like it's doing pretty good.
It's not mid. You know what? Maybe I can take a look at it.
Definitely not in theaters. I will not do that.
Oh, yeah, not that, not at all.
But hey, congrats.
Good job, Marcel.
Right. That happened.
What else we got, Lana?
Yeah, got a couple games. Sonic Origins comes out on Thursday for PS5, PS4, Switch,
Sonic,
Xbox One, and Xbox Series XS. And a new game called Madison comes out Friday for PS5, PS4, Switch, PC, Xbox, and Xbox Series XS.
So I'm assuming I know what Sonic is about. Just run fast, collect the green or the gold coins. But what is Madison? Do you have any details?
My ex-girlfriend's name.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow. Well, I can guarantee you I know what she looks like, Cam.
I think everybody knows. I think everybody can.
Oh, it's like a horror game.
Oh, yeah. It's full of jump scares.
Oh, creepy. It's like, oh my gosh, he's gross.
Hey.
Hold on. Do you want me to share the screen?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Madison is a first-person psychological horror game that delivers an immersive and terrifying experience with the help of instant... Oh, now.
Do you see this or no?
I can see it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's disgusting.
With the help of instant camera, connect the human world with the beyond, take pictures, and develop them by yourself. Solve puzzles, explore your surroundings, and most importantly, survive.
Yeah. I'm disgusted by that game. You know, to me, this game is very much something that like YouTubers are gonna play.
Oh, 1,000%.
It's like, what is that other like Outlast? I think it was, where it was just like kind of walked around and hoped not to die. I think it's a similar concept. At least that's the vibes I'm getting from the pictures and what you just read. Seems cool though.
It does seem kind of interesting. It's not like my type of game, but
Definitely not for you if you're not going to be watching horror movies.
I'm trying to get myself to watch them,
Mm.
but it's a slow process.
Maybe watch some on Hulu if you have Hulu. Those are not too scary.
That's probably a good start.
Yeah, I like Hulu's got some good originals on there.
Hulu. I have a Hulu. I just never use it. So
How can you not use Hulu, man? They have like so many good options on there. Right now I'm watching Rami. It's quite swell. I'm enjoying it right now. And they have just one of my favorite shows, Fresh Off the Boat. Great sitcom. Pretty much everything on Fox. I don't know why I'm doing an advertisement for Hulu. We are not associated with them. Don't even get Hulu, you disgusting people.
Netflix and HBO Max.
Yo, Cam.
Netflix is a scam.
Netflix. Well, it might be. It might be. But yo, Cam.
Yo,
I got a question for you.
what's good?
Want to play a song really quick?
Of course.
Yes.
All right. So we'll be right back.
What is this transition? Cam, are you playing something? Okay, you're probably playing something.
90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Isaiah, welcome back, my brother.
I'm alive. We're alive. We're having a swell show together, everybody.
We are enjoying this. It's been this so far.
Yeah. What song you play for the people?
That was Mr. Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra. I love that song. You know, shout out to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Shout out.
Because vibes.
I'm assuming that's a good movie because I've never seen it.
Lana, I know you had this personal vendetta against Marvel.
That's ridiculous.
But come on.
That's ridiculous.
I'm getting there. I just haven't had the time.
Fair enough.
I'm trying.
Didn't you say you were experimenting with horror movies?
That too.
So you couldn't take your time to watch Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's probably that's the premier movie.
That's ridiculous, man.
Also, sidetrack. I saw a video yesterday of the I forget her name. It's Ms. Marvel's actress. I forget her name.
I have no clue.
I forget her name. She's not trying to name all 28 movies, all 28 Marvel movies in under a minute. I think one, I could do that. Two, the one movie she missed was Captain Marvel.
That's fair.
No, her character is a big fan of Captain Marvel. Like that's the character she plays.
Oh, that's funny.
It's hilarious.
Ironic.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It was ironic as anything. All right now.
All right.
So, because that's a story I do want to read.
Take it away.
Okay. A supermarket worker who spent $8,500 a year on guzzling 30 cans of Pepsi a day for 2 decades says he's been cursed.
I'm not expecting that one first.
After he was hypnotized, 41-year-old Andy Curry went to town on the very mad drink every morning and drank more than 9 liters throughout the day. He drank an estimate 219,000 cans of Pepsi since his addiction began. So let's put that in perspective. He has consumed nearly 18,000 pounds of sugar, which is equivalent to 7 million sugar cubes. Kerry from Wales said, quote, "I have always loved the taste of a cold Pepsi. Nothing could beat it, and I just got hooked. I work nights, so I was like the sugar rush to keep me going. I go through 4 or 5 2-liter bottles of Pepsi every day." Surprisingly, this Pepsi guzzling madman is married. His wife Sarah was concerned for his health, but also their pockets. She says he spends $25 a day on Pepsi, amounting to $8,500 a year. Curry added, quote, "It cost me a fortune, to be honest. I could have bought a car with every year for the same amount I was spending on Pepsi. I just needed to have it. As soon as I woke up, I'd go to the fridge and pour myself a large glass of Pepsi and just carry on throughout the day." Curry added, Curry decided to take drastic action when he ballooned to 266 pounds, and his doctors warned him about his risk of becoming a diabetic. Throughout his exercise and diet, he managed to lose 28 pounds, but he could not stop drinking Pepsi. Amazingly, after just one hypotherapy section,
Online, by the way.
An online hypotherapy section, Kerry was cured and drank water for the first time in 2 decades. In just 4 weeks, he dropped further 14 pounds and was remarkably more healthy. You don't say.
Really? Who saw that coming? Wow.
He's still alive. I need to know that. With the amount of sugar he's consumed, he should not still be okay.
Listen, he's married, so
He is married.
he did something, right?
I was shocked when I was like, there's no way he could possibly be married. He said his wife, and I was blown away. This story is crazy, man. Just because he literally said, I could have bought a car, but my addiction to Pepsi was just too strong. What? How do you spend that much money on Pepsi
First
per
off,
day?
soda's not. I would say it's a hot take. Soda's not even that good. I don't like soda.
I would beg to differ, young man. A nice cold, refreshing Coke.
right,
One of
fair.
the small cans, though. Here's the thing. Sometimes, if you get the big can, you might not finish it because it's too much. You get the little mini ones. It's the perfect size. Yes, sir.
That's
But to be drinking it every single day.
No, to spend $25 a day
Man.
on
Like
a beverage of sugar.
you don't get tired of that? Like the
Word,
same
like,
like
what?
over and over and over.
You still have teeth because that stuff.
That's a fair question.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
I mean, from all accounts, he's a healthy man. Take that as you will.
I thought I drank a lot of soda. That was nothing compared to this.
What's your soda of choice?
My soda of choice would be Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Dr.
respectfully.
Pepper. I used to be like a Dr. Pepper and root beer kind of guy. Actually, my go-to in the olden days was Mountain Dew.
Mm.
God, you are old.
I once made Mountain Dew ice cream with a friend.
Huh?
Mountain Dew ice cream?
Yeah, so you make ice cream, but you put Mountain
All
Dew.
right, Lana, we're just gonna go ahead and mute your microphone now because that's
hilarious.
disgusting.
That's hilarious.
You said the words Mountain Dew ice cream.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like they've made like
Root beer floats. It's like a Mountain Dew float.
Yeah,
That sounds terrible. Was it good?
Like soda flavors. Have you go to Quick Check and get a frozen Coke?
See, okay,
That
but
exists?
that's very different because
That
that's like a
exists?
Slurpee.
Wait,
That's a
wait.
Slurpee, man.
Oh.
See, no, Cam, that definitely that's a Slurpee because it's
Yeah.
just like slush and ice.
Yeah,
You said you made a Mountain Dew ice cream. So what I'm imagining is that you literally put cream with Mountain Dew with ice and like blended that.
Yeah, and some sugar. And it was
Oh,
You're trying to Isaiah.
Lord.
Isaiah just rage quit.
It was
They're
green enough. My friend and I put some green food dye in it.
My bad. Did not mean to make that noise.
I got you.
Thanks, pal. Yeah, that's no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin Mountain Dew for you?
Well, no, it's been ruined for quite some time. Tried it probably like again a year and a half ago. Was not my thing. Couldn't finish it. And I was like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not drinking it anymore. So now if I do drink a soda, it's probably just Coke.
Coke is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. No, what you know it's not really good.
What's up?
Getting pulled over.
Oh, drive sober and don't get pulled over.
And that was the message, but that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
So, Virginia, crazy state, right?
Ew.
Yeah. Police in Virginia pulled over a vehicle hauling a house on a trailer after the vehicle ran into trouble, including becoming stuck in an intersection and hitting a bridge. What does it say? The house hauler attempted to merge onto Interstate 95, but ended up blocking 4 lanes of traffic and getting a tree branch stuck on the house's roof. Virginia State Police said the house appeared on Virginia's Department of Transportation traffic cams after making it onto I-95. Officials noticed the plastic wrapping around the home had come loose and was being dragged behind the trailer. Troopers pulled the vehicle over and a short time later after the roof of the house came into contact with the bridge. They said the bridge did not appear to be damaged. The driver, who was not injured, will be charged with a vehicle height violation. Another house moving mishap made headlines in April when police in Labette County, Kansas, found a mobile home abandoned in the middle of a gravel road. Authorities said that they later learned the house had been left due to trouble with several of the vehicle's tires. It was retrieved by its owners and continued its journey to Oklahoma.
Go Sooners, I guess. This story is ridiculous because that's just hilarious to see that someone is driving their house.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about moving. That's
yeah. I mean, that's a very easy way to just get everything moved at the same time, you know. But yeah, I am just that would be so jarring. Like you're driving down Route 80 and all of a sudden you see just a house. That's bizarre, man.
What do you do about that?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Like you see someone's you see a house just whipping it down the street. What do you do?
Pray I don't know, man. That's
Western reality.
whew. I have a real question though, guys.
What's up?
When it comes to tiny homes, are you guys cool with those or not? Like, would you ever want to live in a tiny house?
I played enough Sims 4 to want to live in a tiny house one day.
You said what?
Sims 4 has an update, has a patch or a game pack that was like that many moons ago.
Ah.
I wouldn't mind living in one for like if it was by myself.
What about you, Lana?
I think I'd probably be cool with it. I have a friend who her and her father are building a tiny house for her. And I think that probably would be cool. Again, like if I was alone or maybe like with one other person, but like if there's a lot of people, I feel like that would get cramped very quickly.
Oh, what about you?
I can't do it, man. You know, I just no, it's too small. I need some space to move around. Like if I want to do a backflip for no reason, I should be able to do it in my home. That's just me. I need space for activities, you know? What if I want to do something? What if I want to do a HIIT workout in the middle of my living room and I can't because my living room is my bathroom and my bathroom is my living room? You know what I mean? We got a problem here.
You try to do a HIIT workout and you kick the sink.
Exactly. Or
I can't say what I want to say. I can't say what I want. Speaking of kicking TVs, that's what I do.
That is true. That is very true, actually. I saw a video of that. That was weird. Was not expecting to see someone kick a TV that day. Glad I saw it because that's hilarious. I was very surprised.
My toe hurt from it.
Well, when you do kick a TV, Cam, that tends to happen.
I missed the TV and I kicked the stand. So yes, to those listening, I kicked the TV once. It was an old TV, so I was like, you know what? I'm throwing it out anyway. So I just kicked it and my toe missed it completely. The video's hilarious. If you guys want to see it, let me know. My the description's right here.
His Patreon available right now.
It's not. I don't have Patreon.
Just kidding. None of us have Patreon.
It's not sponsored.
Anyways, why don't we talk about a big old fish? So a 661-pound giant stingray was caught in a Cambodian river and is believed to be the largest freshwater fish ever encountered by researchers. Scientists with the Wonders of Mekong Research Project said they were installing underwater receivers to track migratory fish in Cambodia, and he asked local fishermen to get in contact if they had made any significant catches. And, you know, the group was contacted by a 42-year-old fisherman who, he said he caught a 661-pound giant stingray. That's everything in my throat to say, by the way. That's commitment, everybody. The scientists...
Say it one more time for the people that didn't hear you.
The scientists paid the fisherman for his catch and released the stingray after it weighed, measured, and tagged the fish. Wonders of Mekong Research, Zeb Hogan, a fish biologist of the University of Nevada and host of Nat Geo's Monster Fish TV series, said the massive fish could help researchers learn about the giant stingrays. The stingray took the record for the largest freshwater fish from a 646-pound Mekong giant catfish caught in Thailand in 2005. What are they drinking in that water?
I was about to say that same thing. Ooh, hold on.
Dumb question. Stingrays are fish?
Yeah.
Sharks are fish.
Thing.
No, sharks are fish.
I think, to me, everything under the water is fish.
No, listen. Like Sebastian says, everything under the sea.
Oh.
It's a fish,
That's
in my opinion.
Like dolphins are mammals. So, like...
Hey, so are mermaids and mermen.
Mer people.
I don't know if mer people exist.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen a mer person in real life?
I'm gonna share the video, guys, very quickly.
Yes, please show this video.
Yeah.
Maybe they do exist.
Hold on.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this: mer people exist. You're looking at one right now.
I don't know if they say anything in the video, so no audio, guys. Look at this.
What in
juicy
the world?
Boy. Look how giant that thing is.
That's a tarp. They're using a tarp to. You know what?
And remind you, for the people that are looking, the tarp is the green part. The black part is the fish. So if you think that
Yes.
she's just holding the tail part and that's it, wrong, because that whole skin of blackness, that's the fish, guys.
Ooh.
Dun-dun,
That thing's
dun, 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 dun,
massive.
dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
hope
dun.
that stingray lives a good life.
I mean, if you're 661 pounds, I imagine he's already been living a pretty good
Yo,
life.
if you're 661 pounds, you be eating well.
Yeah,
That's not a fat
he's
joke.
eating well.
That's not a fat joke either.
He's wow.
Bro is a behemoth.
I don't know what. Imagine just trying to swim. Obviously, you probably don't swim in that water, but imagine being like at the beach and you see something like that.
You see
I
that,
don't know if I'd be able to go back in.
I would not go to the beach at all, but it's all good. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, hey, shout out to that fish though, and science, I guess. But truthfully, we need to know what that fish was eating because that's really big.
Well, we'll figure that out next time here on that's a lot I can figure out. But on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, we need to get that fish's recipes because
YouTube tutorial.
This should be a big YouTube tutorial.
How to get gains.
How to get monstrosities. I can't speak. That's not even the right word. Anyway, but this has been it for the morning buzz. Stick around because for the next 4 hours, I will be here for All Right So Boom and the Coach's Playbook.
What?
Yeah, we got.
You change your schedule?
Yeah, we moved up. We moved up in the world.
Wow.
So stick around. You will hear All Right So Boom coming up shortly. And later on Tuesday, we got some spice to it. I'll explain more to it at the end of my airtime. But this has been the Morning Buzz. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys shortly.